Howdy, howdy, y'all. Get ready. NorCal Swap coming up shortly. Howdy, everyone. Oh, jeez, the camera's off again. I bring it home, I set it up, it gets off, of course. At least something around here gets off. If you know, you know. Howdy, everyone. Happy Friday to you, Tim. EOD kaboom. Yeah, it's still Thursday night for me, so a few more hours to go before we get going for Friday. Speaking of Friday, Fridays with Frank tomorrow at 0100 Zulu. So come on by and say hi. Ask your questions and let's have some fun. You know, it's Friday soon. So there you go. Let's see here. Links. Yes, I have changed how I do links. There's the N6ICW link if you wish to join in tonight if you're local to the area. Howdy, John. Good to see you in there. And then my links. I have changed this. All the links. My Buy Me a Coffee, my Patreon, my playlist, Discord, all of it. It is now under this one link. So go check it out. And I will mention this front and foremost with a minute and a half before I got to switch over to radio side here. At no point and in no way am I ever looking for or needing validation or attention from anyone. If anyone tells you that I am, I'm not. If you think I am, I'm not. I just want to get it out there because there have been some accusations going around and I want to get ahead of that train there. So there you have it. Now let's switch over to the ICW setup. Oh, where's my live chat? Might help if the live chat. We're live chatting, right? Let's hit auto. There we go. Now live chat's live chatting. So if you out there in Chatland can't get into the 2-meter side of things or any of the various voting receivers throughout the Central Valley, this information up here, your name, your call sign, your location, items that you want to buy, sell, or trade, and your contact info can be phone or email or just good on QRZ. Any of that info, put it in chat. If you want to make a listing, I put it into the swap list, and I'll read it back over the air. So there you have it. Good morning, Pepe. Good to see you. Let's see you. All right. Bring the radio in. And, well, it is 0400 UTC again. You know what that means. Good evening, one and all, and welcome to the Northern California SwapNet. This is Frank, Kilo Golf 6, November Lima Whiskey, your net control and host for the next 45 minutes or so. Maybe we'll make it to 45 minutes tonight. Before we get going, there's a few key things to talk about for this directed net. First off, this is Swap Edition number 46 of 2025. I can't believe we're almost to the end of the year already. Holy cow. For more information on the N6ICW Repeater system, you can visit n6icw.org. To get into the N6ICW Repeater system, if you're in the Northern California area, you can start on 147,195. It's a positive offset and a PL of 123 hertz. And for those that are new here, there's a fun catch. There's also the Chico box, 146.94, negative offset and PL of 123 hertz. Let's see if you can guess the pattern here for the Lake Tahoe and Reno area on 145.150, negative offset. And if you didn't guess it yet, yes, a PL of 123 hertz. This repeater system can be heard throughout the Central Valley from the Redding, Chico area up north, all the way down to Fresno and beyond, as well as deep into the San Francisco Bay Area. And because it is such a large and wonderful and great system that has a humongous footprint, a big thank you to Chris, N6ICW himself, for letting us host the NorCal Swap right here on this repeater for the last 20 plus years at this point. It is one of the last, if not the last, on VHF, UHF that's around. Now, if you wish to join this directed net, this is how you do it. The suffix of your call sign phonetically, you know your call sign. We may or may not know it, depending upon if you've checked in or not before. But the suffix of your call sign phonetically, and wait for me to acknowledge you. At that point, you can come back and either just, check in, say hi, and whatnot. Or if you have a listing, this is how you make that listing. Once acknowledged, you come back with your full call sign, name, location, items for buy, sell, or trade, and your contact info. It can be phone or email. I write everything down, of course, and then I will read it back, and if it all sounds good, then fantastic. We'll keep on going from there. There are 3 key words to pay attention to here throughout the net. Breaker priority. With those words, we stop the net. We see what needs to be done in order to help whatever you're seeing or experiencing. As Armand liked to say, if you see something, say something. Oh, we're out here to help, and that's important. Info. If you missed a listing, or you missed something and you need it read back at all, let me know. Info followed by your call sign, and we'll see if we can help you out there. Or comments. Say somebody's listening and you want to relay a message or move them off to another repeater or simplex channel in your area. Comment followed by your call sign, and we'll get you taken care of there. With that, I am Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey, KG6 NLW, Frank in Cloverdale. And let's open SwapNet number 46 and see who's out there.
Hi.
WA6FGI, good evening, Gary. How you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good, Frank. Just getting along with everything that's good. Yourself?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Just barely beat the rain home, and I don't have to deal with it at all this weekend, at least on the work side. So I'm having a blast there. Hello to the kiddies for us, Gary, and anything else tonight?
No, sir, Frank. Nothing else. I've got for sale. I'm listening to what's going on. So I'll be just standing by on the side.
We'll see, Pepe. Absolutely. Well, thanks for checking in tonight, Gary. I can always count on you and a few others to be there on Thursday nights. Thanks for checking in and saying hello. WA6FGI, KG6NLW with the NorCal Swap.
WJ.
Was that WJ?
That is correct. Whiskey Juliet. KJ6WJ, Bill in Rockland.
Good evening, Bill. How you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I got 2 items to the list if you're ready.
I am ready. Wonderful. Let's have them.
Okay, first item is a Yaesu FTDX 101MP. That's the new Yaesu radio. It's a 200-watt model, which you can't hardly get anymore because they're sold out of them at HRO. Anyway, I got the box with the manuals, 10 out of 10. Beautiful 200-watt base station radio HF rig, and I guess they're going for about 5 now plus tax, and I'm going to list it for $3,450. And when you let me know, I'll give you the next item.
I'm ready for the next item, Bill.
Okay, next item is solid state amplifier made by Elecraft, the KPA 1500 HF amplifier. Boxes, manuals, 10 out of 10, and it has built-in tuner, power supply, all that stuff. You can go to Elecraft and look at it online. They're going close to about $7,000, and I want $5,850 for that. And it does legal limits and probably a little bit more than that if you wanted to, but I don't do that, so keep it right around 1,000 watts. Seems to be real happy with that. And if you want to text me, if you're interested, area code 916-624-3890, and those are pickups in Rockland, and I'm not going to ship them because they're heavy. But, anyway, I like people to pick them up because that way I can plug it in, you can check it all out before you leave and stuff. So they're operational if you want to check them out. Anyway, that's about it. Back to you, Frank. KJ6WJ.
Oh, fantastic, Bill. Well, I'll read this all back, and let me know if I'm missing anything here. Listing number 1 tonight comes from Kilo Juliet 6 Whiskey Juliet. That's Bill in Rockland. He has 2 items for sale tonight. Item number 1 is a Yaesu FTDX 101 MP. That is the Fox Tango Delta X-Ray 101 Mike Papa. It's a 200-watt model. It's 10 out of 10. Has boxes and manuals. That is an HF rig. He is looking for $3,450 for that. Item number 2 tonight from Bill is an Elecraft solid-state amp. It is the KPA 1500. That's the Kilo Papa Alpha 1500. Legal limit amplifier, built-in tuner and power supply. Has boxes and manuals, 10 out of 10. And he is looking for $5,850 for that. You can text Bill, and it is pick up in Rockland. Not going to ship it because those are some heavy things. You can text Bill 916-624-3890. Any corrections there, Bill?
Nope, you've nailed it perfect. KJ6WJ.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for checking in tonight, Bill. Hope you're staying warm there in Rockland. And thanks for listing number 1 tonight. Fantastic. And that's how you do it, folks. Simple as that. And we're looking for listing number 2 or other check-ins for the NorCal swap.
How's it going tonight?
Good evening, Jake. How you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good. Coming home from the Stockton Ham Club meeting tonight, and figured I would check in with you and say hello. So, hope you're doing well. KO6KPU, I'll be listening.
Sounds good, Jake. Thanks for checking in tonight. And mobile safe out there. I know it's a little wet tonight. KO6KPU, KG6NLW with the NorCal swap. We're looking for check-ins or listing number 2 tonight. Well, Pepe, we've got listing 1. Let's see if we can find listing 2 tonight. I think I know where one might be, but we'll find out. Well, while we wait for people to make their listings up and get them all ready, I want to bring to attention a couple fun events coming up, and they'll be here before we know it. Middle of January is Quartz Fest. Yes, folks, it's almost time for Quartz Fest 2026. That will be January 18th to the 24th of this coming January. It will be in Quartzsite, Arizona. For more information, Quartz Fest, that's QUARTZFEST, quartzfest.org. And of course, following Quartz Fest is Winter Field Day. That's coming up as well. That'll actually be the end of that weekend, January 24th and 25th, the last weekend in January. So 2 fun little events coming up to start the year off strong here in a few weeks. And with that, this is the NorCal SwapNet, and we're looking for check-ins or listing number 2 tonight. Right, Pepe? Right? Absolutely. But what did you win, Pepe? That's the question. What did you win?
Hey, KJ6JD here. Just wanted to say hi and good evening to you all. Let you know I'm still out here.
KJ6 Jack Daniels. How you doing tonight, Sean? I heard from a little rumor mill mousy that you guys had a lot of fun at what is it? Butterfields?
Brookfields. There you go, Brookfields. Yeah. Armin made it out, and John Geyer, an electrician that is also a ham, made it out, and Mike made it out, and I made it there. Hell, that's not a bad showing. Margaret and Walt didn't make it last week because Walt's back was hurting him, but we'll see what happens this next month.
There you go, Pepe.
That'll be December. I wonder what day that'll be. Who knows? They all run together anymore. KJ6JD. December 5th, if you're talking about the first Friday.
Oh, that was a ZEI I heard in there. December 5th would be the first Friday. Good evening, Armand. How you doing?
Yeah, just hanging in there, friends, by the edge of my thumb. So, yep, WB2ZEI with KG6NLW in the NorCal swap. Hanging in there. And, yep, listening to the net and listening to my, watching the program on my TV now that finally got fixed.
Hey, Colin. Don't you have some
room.
6-meter and Hunter Hayden?
Select the proper input, I guess it works. So, anyway, just want to say good evening to the net and you, and thank you for doing everything you do and keeping on the tradition. And I don't know how long you'll be keeping on, but you're the savior. KG6NLW.
Oh, thank you for the kind words, Armand. I'll let you get back to your TV show. I know you don't want to miss any riveting moments of that, and good to hear you out here tonight as well. And say hello to everyone for me, and we'll catch up later. It was good talking to you yesterday. Oh, wow, it was only yesterday. Always good talking to you, Armand. Always good hearing you out here on the net. WB2ZEI, KG6NLW with the NorCal swap. And Sean, JD, I didn't know there were 2 John Dyers out here. Jeez, I'm going to have to watch who I talk about now, aren't I? Hi.
No, you got to listen real careful, and I got to pronounce it right. Geyer. I think it's G-E-I-E-R. I'm not sure. But good old John Geyer. We used to occasionally get messed up at the wholesale houses Every once in a while, he'd get one of my bills, I'd get one of his when somebody wouldn't hear it right. Dyer and Geyer, different electrical contractors. But much the same. Aren't all electricians the same? KJ6JD.
Question for John.
Oh, Armand, you were a little scratchier than normal that time. And, okay, Geyer. Got it. Got it with a Geyer instead of a Dyer. Got it. Okay. Fantastic. Well, thanks to the both of you for checking in. And John, meow meow to the kitties from Armand and myself, because I'm sure Armand misses his kitties. KJ6JD and WB2ZEI. This is KG6NLW with the NorCal swap. Hey, Andy.
Yeah, Frank, can I ask John my question?
Yeah, go ahead, Armand.
Hey, John, did you get the little kitty song that I sent you the other day? I thought you'd get a kick out of that.
Yeah, CQ, Josh.
Oh,
CQ.
where'd you send it?
To 9980.
I'll go look more carefully. Getting hard to operate the damn thing anymore with double taps and that sort of thing. But I'll see if I can. What number did it come from? Well, that's okay. We'll talk off the air sometime. I'll go look for it though in a little bit. KJ6JD. Thank you. I'll look for the kitty song.
Yeah, it came from, my phone number. I don't care. 838-5860. And I think it was Monday that I sent it.
Okay, that gives me a chronology to search through. Okay. Yeah, I'll see if there's a strange phone number in there. I don't think it would have been blocked. I don't have any blocks set that I know of. Boy, I was SOL today for a little while. The internet went out, and about half my house is controlled by the Amazon girl. And so things were grim here for a couple hours. But that's okay. I called them up, and I told them it was broken, and they gave me an appointment between 10 and noon tomorrow. And so about an hour after that, it came back on. But they told me there was nothing they could do without sending a tech out. But then again, that's typical for when your internet goes out, isn't it? KJ6JD.
Alrighty, John, thanks. So I thought you'd get a kick out of that. Alrighty, back to Frank, KG6NLW, WB2ZEI with KJ6JD. Go ahead, Frank.
Oh, now I'm interested in the kitty video, Armand. You'll have to dig it back up and send it to me. Anyway, well, thank you both, and sounds like a lot of fun. And John, don't you just love the Amazon devices? One of the fun things about doing this the way I do it, I can just go, Alexa, order cat litter, and everybody's devices just went off. I can guarantee it. With that, this is the NorCal SwapNet, and we're looking for check-ins or listing number 2 tonight.
It wasn't discernible enough that it didn't trigger the device here in the shack. So don't try.
Fair enough. All right. Well, the NorCal SwapNet, we're looking for listing number 2 tonight. I'm surprised. 2 listings? Can we make number 2 happen? We're looking for check-ins or listing number 2. If not, I have the usual HF stuff. Well, I'll make some racket while people put some lists together there. I'll talk about the HF nets that we have every single day of the week. I love it. It's all 40 meters, too, so it's all somewhat regional here. 7240 is the West Coast swap. That's 12:30 to 2 Pacific time on Saturday and Sunday. Both lists are read back on Sunday, so you don't have to list on both days. Although, if you do sell something on Saturday, good idea to come back and strike it from the list Sunday so they don't have to reread it if it's already been sold. If you're not able to get on HF and you want to list there, you can email Dennis, KB6LZW at protonmail.com. That's Kilo Bravo 6 Lima Zulu Whiskey at protonmail.com. And don't forget, put in the subject line swap listing. And the other net is the weekday Rag Chew and Swap net, 11:30 Pacific onward. That is on 7225 megahertz. To list on there if you're not HF capable, you can email Brian, Whiskey 6 Bravo Delta Whiskey at ARRL.net. That's W6BDW at ARRL.net. And don't forget to put in the subject line swap listing so that he knows what it's for. And with that, this is the NorCal swap, and we're looking for listing number 2 tonight. It's great to see Andy and Colin in chat tonight as well. Well, tomorrow for y'all, but tonight for me still. Because as you can tell, it's 8:23 here for me. All right, well, I've been told we have a repeat listing from last week. Last week's one and only listing makes listing number 2 for this week. Whiskey Uniform 1 Quebec, WU1Q. That's Mitch in Novato. He has 2 items for sale. First item is an Alpha 76A. It's a 1980s vintage amplifier in mint condition. Has 3 CX400 tubes, full output, and wired for 220. He's looking for $1,200 or best offer on that. He also has an Alpha 8410, 8410. That is a manual amplifier. It has 2 sets of 4 CX1500s wired in parallel. All boxes and the crate are included. He's looking for $8,000 or best offer. You can text Mitch. Please text him first. 415-654-8375. Again, that's WU1Q, Mitch in Novato, with those 2 alpha amplifiers, which are absolutely fantastic. He is also good on QRZ if you didn't get the number written down quick enough, but I reread everything at the internet too. With that, let's see if we have listing number 3 out there or anyone else to check in. So, Andy, the sun's just about rising there? Well, no, it has another hour or 2 before it rises for you, right? Because we're going into winter time. I'm never going to be used to the sun setting and rising at weird times during the winter. Never going to love it. Anyway. Well, this is the NorCal Swap Net here on N6ICW, your host, KG6NLW, and we're looking for check-ins or listing number 3 tonight. Who's going to be listing number 3 tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what, Frankie. Good evening, Mitch WU1Q Novato. Hey, I was just curious. Did you get an opportunity to see the Northern Lights? And I suspect that most people listening out there in shortwave listener land, may have been able to see the spectral and visual of the northern lights due to the geomagnetic storm. Was a G4, almost a G5, almost the same energy level that in 1859, the Carrington effect. It was absolutely amazing, but it was a visual display. Just curious if you got to see it.
Unfortunately, no. I was either in the yard office or on a train, and it wasn't quite bright enough for the naked eye where I was at. So, but I did see some great photos of it, and photos from areas that I was like, there's no way. I mean, I know it's possible, but it's also like, there's no way it was there. But, yeah, so, and someone in chat saying, saw the northern lights way down in central Texas. Only the purples, though, no greens. So, it was up there over the 100-mile up mark, absolutely. So, lots of fun. How about you, Mitch? Did you get to see them?
Well, you know what? I was fortunate enough to visually see it. I only saw the red part of the spectrum. I missed the green. However, I'll tell you, I sat in the backyard when I first saw it pop up, and obviously red. And I decided, you know what? I got my iPhone. I'm going to go ahead and start videoing. Well, lo and behold, wouldn't you know? For some reason, you can have a decent camera, and this guy could mess it all up. So I grabbed another camera and got some pictures and some visuals that turned out better. But yes, by eyeball, I definitely saw it was really spectacular. What was more interesting is if you listen to HF, specifically 40 and 20 meters, you can almost hear the neutrinos just busting out, and it's almost like an aurora flutter that you hear when the activity takes place with after a G4 magnetic storm. Absolutely amazing. Anyway, I'll stop babbling. Good to hear you guys, and hope everybody out there in Radio Land is having a blast. WUNQ. Back to you, Mr. Frank.
Absolutely. And the great Andy Cowley in chat over in the UK saw them as well. But he's a little further north than you and I are, so, you know, he got to see all the glory. So a lot of us only saw about 100 miles and up from the sounds of it, which is all right. That's better than nothing. Absolutely. Anyway, thanks for checking in tonight, Mitch, and I did read back your listing from last week as you requested. WU1Q, KG6NLW with the NorCal swap. Who else is out there? Maybe listing number 3?
Hey, one last thing. Thanks for doing what you're doing there, Mr. Frank, and I know you're making Mr. Armand out there proud. And besides, I was thinking tonight, every time Armand comes on the air, for some crazy reason, I think of this hot blueberry scone. I just can't find him here in Nevada. We'll have to hook up with Armand to get one of those delicious scones again. All right, that's all I got. Later. WUNQ Nevada.
Oh, fantastic. All right, sounds good. Well, folks, 2 listings so far. Let's see if there's another one out there maybe. It is 0430 UTC, and this is the NorCal Swap. Your host, Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey, and we're looking for check-ins or listing number 3. If not, it may be time. Well, it's a little too cold now in the winter, but maybe time to pull the crickets out. Well, folks, it may be crickets time. Always got to let the repeater ID. Great job for N6ICW having us here for 20 plus years. Absolutely amazing. This is the NorCal Swap, and we're looking for check-ins or listing number 3. So while I wait for that listing, it probably won't come up. I've changed things, folks. All my links are there. My Patreon, my Buy Me a Coffee, my Discord, everything. Yeah, ICW. So the repeater owner is N6ICW. So yeah, you heard the CW in CW. Absolutely, Josh. I love it. All right, let's see. Well, I'm hearing crickets, so that means I think it's time for last call on the NorCal Swap. We're looking for check-ins or listing number 3 tonight. If not, I'll read these 2 listings back, and we'll go from there. Well, Pepe, if you're still watching, we got 2 listings tonight. Hey, it's better than 1 or none. There have been a few weeks where it's none, and sometimes it's like that. So, all right. Well, the crickets are saying, pack it up, Frank. Let's read the listings and get out of here for the week. So, with that, listing number 1 tonight, Kilo Juliet 6 Whiskey Juliet. That's Bill in Rockland. He has 2 items for sale tonight. Item number 1 is a Yaesu FTDX 101 MP. That is the 200-watt model. It comes with boxes and manuals. It's 10 out of 10, and he is looking for $3,450 for that. Item number 2 from Bill tonight is an Elecraft solid-state amplifier. It is the KPA 1500. It includes boxes and manuals, built-in tuner and power supply, 10 out of 10 condition. He is looking for $5,850 for that. You can text Bill for either of these items, 916-624-3890. And it is pickup only in Rockland, no shipping. And that also gives you a chance to test them out and try them out right there on the bench as well. Listing number 2 tonight, Whiskey Uniform 1 Quebec. That's Mitch in Novato. He has 2 alpha amplifiers for sale. Amplifier number 1 is a 7.6 alpha. It's a 1980s vintage amplifier in mint condition. It has 3 CX400 tubes, full output, and wired for 220. He is looking for $1,200 or best offer. Amplifier number 2 from Mitch is an Alpha 8410. That's the 8410 manual amplifier. It has 2 sets of 4 CX1500s wired in parallel, includes all boxes and crate. He is looking for $8,000 or best offer. You can reach Mitch by texting him at 415-654-8375. He is also good on QRZ. With that, are there any last check-ins or listings for the NorCal Swap? Jesus, hearing nothing. Wow. Well, the crickets say goodnight, Frank, so I will say goodnight to the NorCal Swap. This is Kilo Golf 6, November Lima Whiskey, clear and closing swap edition number 46 for 2025 at 0436 UTC. Good night, all. See you next week. And I switch over here, switch this over here. All right. Let me, come on, where's my mouse? Come on, mouse. There we go. Before y'all go, yes, I did get through it, Technovideo, aka Sean. I did get through it with no interruptions. None. So, you know what that deserves? That deserves... because I got through the whole net. Now, granted, you know, if there were more activity, we would go till 45 past, but I've been given permission by Armand, who you heard check in earlier, ZEI, if it's a slow night like this, that I can just call it whenever I feel comfortable with. So, you know, he says at least go to 30 and then go from there, so that's generally what I do. So tomorrow, and right after I end this, pretty much I'm going to post the notification for it on all the platforms tomorrow. Fridays with Frank at 0100 Zulu on Saturday. So we'll see you then. And now there's already 2 HF nets on 40, Josh. This is one of the last, if not the last, on VHF UHF. So yeah, we're gonna keep it there until tomorrow. 73 and pod on, y'all. And yes, Graceful, we're out of here. Have fun.